Acceleration. Hey guys, it's Glenn from Glenn'sCarCollection.com, and today we're going to talk about why I chose the S2000. It must be one of my favorite cars because I've owned 3 of them. So I think my favorite cars are the E46 M3, I've owned 2 of those, the original NSX, I've owned 2 of those, and now the S2K, I've owned 3 of those. So what makes the S2K so special, and why do I keep buying more? Well, the short answer is, I sold the other 2 because, well, I shouldn't have sold the other 2. One, I got a great offer, my first one, a 9,000 mile. I've owned all 3 AP2s, 04, this is also an 04, got a great offer for it, so I sold it, and I forgot what I bought, but I'm sure I bought something else with that money. And then that was a 9,000 mile 04 Sebring Silver. Then I had a new Formula Red 06 I bought it with 11,000 miles, sold it with 13,000 miles. That was gonna be a forever S2000 for me. Unfortunately, I was unemployed and I had to sell it. Went back to being on commission, being a real estate broker. Takes a year or 2 to close, sometimes commercial deals, so I had to sell that. That car worth big money now, an 06 with 13,000 original miles, all original. And so why did I want another one? Well, I think because my time last time was cut short. That's a big reason for sure. And then, you know, another reason is I love them. So what's so great about them? Well, I'm not even a convertible guy, but I think the convertible here makes the car feel so much faster. With the wind in your hair and the VTEC noise, you really feel like you're going faster than you are. So when I drive the 911 or when I had the McLaren, 100 miles an hour feels like 60. You look down, you go, oh my God, I'm going 100. It feels like I'm going 55, 60 miles an hour. This car, because it's a little twitchy and because it's a convertible, 60, especially on the highway, feels 100. You know, this car doesn't have aero, so it can get a little twitchier on high speeds. It's great because of that twitchiness in an autocross. I used to autocross my friend's 04, and you know, we both did really, really well in autocross, pretty much just in stock form with sticky tires. So why did I come to the S2000 again? Well, number one, I don't think my time was done last time when I sold, because I had to sell. I didn't want to sell. Let's do a little acceleration here, and then I'll get into some of the other reasons. I think, you know, the other reason is it's got I love manual transmissions. They only come in manual. It's got a sweet 6-speed manual. It's rear drive. The convertible certainly adds to the drama with this car. And it's just such a good handling, nimble car. And, you know, and the next reason is the price. If I had a budget of 40 or 50,000, I'd probably get a Boxster or probably a Cayman because I like coupes. Something along those lines. But honestly, I don't think you can go wrong with an S2000 for 30 grand. You know, maybe it's not a $40,000 car, it's certainly a $25,000 driving experience, it's probably even a $35,000 driving experience. But I mean, for the price, and I'll do a separate video on what I paid for this car, but I think if you can get one of these cars with original paint, low mileage, or original car, clean Carfax, no accidents, for under 30 grand, you're doing great. Even if that costs you 35, like I was willing to go up to 35 for the right car. And what I love about it is I just love rear drive, manual transmission, good handling cars. So handling to me is way more important than acceleration. If I wanted acceleration, I'd buy a Z06 or something to that nature. But I always prefer the handling car. I prefer the slow car fast, and I've learned this lesson the hard way. I've had a McLaren, I've had a 993 Turbo, which was great. That's a fast car fast, with no stability, no electronic nannies at all, no traction control, no stability control. But I'm telling you, the S2000 for the money, I think is one of the most fun you could have with this car. It's just phenomenal drive. What's great about this is you can redline like second and third gear, and you should do that. You really got to drive these cars like you stole it. The first time I drove one, I wasn't that impressed because I didn't realize you had to drive it while you stole it. You shift to 2,000 or 3,000 RPM, it's not going to impress you. but if you drive it, you know, in the VTEC at shifted 7,000, 8,000 RPM, this car will impress you a lot. And I don't think there's many cars in this price range that can impress you that are reliable. Yeah, you can get a 996, you can get an earlier Boxster, but you're gonna sink money into those cars. And those cars are great choices, especially the 996. I think the Boxsters for me get better with the 987 starting in 2005 and really better with the 2013 with the 981s. But this is a great car that you can have fun with, a blast to drive with, you know, just $30,000. And this car won't depreciate either. So that's another reason I love this car. Acceleration. And for the price, it's worth every penny. So that's why I bought this car. I chose the S2000 because I didn't think you could have this much fun at this price point. And I'll do a whole nother video of what I paid for the car, and I'll give you the background so you can kind of understand it. I got it for a fantastic price, and I don't care about this car going up in value. I just thought this was a good place to put my money because of the smile that it puts on my face. When I drive this car on the highway, it's probably the slowest car on the highway, but I have the biggest grin on my face. And people must think, what is that guy so happy about driving a Honda? Well, you know what? It's a phenomenal car and I love it. All right, guys, remember to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time.